Good evening, everybody, and welcome along once again to Inside Line Racing. Welcome along to ILRGT. It's been a long time coming. The last ILRGT race was in the summer. Someone has almost gone into the grass there, but there we go. But the drivers are raring to go once again in GT Sport. It is a pre-season race tonight, and what better place to do it other than the Temple of Speed in Monza, which is situated in Italy, of course. Now, I'm Jess, and I will be your commentator for this season. I enjoyed it so much last season that they've invited me back. So, thanks to the league for inviting me back, and I'm looking forward to commentating for another season. Now, a few differences. There is only one tier this season. We've got a mixture of full-time and reserve drivers in this lobby tonight. I'll go through the full lineup once we actually do the normal proper racing in a few weeks' time. So yeah, and what cars may you ask, or what the cars will be driving today? Drivers will be driving today. I need to get my words out. Sorry. It is the GT3s. Now, the last time the GT3s were raced was back in season 2, and I think every season the ILRGT has hosted, Jamie has won. Can anyone beat Jamie's crown? Now, Jamie's in P2 at the moment. He is obviously now in ILRT now, which is well deserving, in the Inside Line Racing team, of course. I'll go through all the drivers properly who are racing tonight. Actually, let's go through it now. So, we're going to start off with Pete, now also known as Speed 19. He's in the Aston Martin tonight, and the Vantage V12. They have decided on what cars they're going to do. They may not choose the same livery as what they're going to run in the actual season, but it is just a test to see how it goes. And Jamie, I don't know what car he's chose because he hasn't put it in the thread, so I can't tell. It's a Subaru apparently, so that's what he's having. That's what he's riding today. We got MK Bourne in the ILRT livery, and I presume that's BMW. Yeah, it is a BMW livery, so it's BMW M6. Now, I know in other games that the BMW is quite OP. I wonder if it's like that in this game. We'll have to wait and see. I do believe I have commentated on him a lot in ILRGT last season, so great to have him back. We have Waze in P4 at the moment, and obviously there's a lot of qualifying times, as you can see. Well, I'll go through it in a minute, as Waze is in the Mercedes. Quite a lot of Mercs today. Other people that's in the Merc is, let me just find him. Oh, there we go, Will's in the Merc as well, so, and also Fred Panda, who is set the fastest lap at the moment, so there we go. So we've done Fred Panda, we've done Jamie, we've done NK Bourne. Casper's in the BMW as well, and Hussein who's came in P2 at the moment. Times are flying in thick and fast here. Hussein is in the Jaguar. I think he's the only person in the Jaguar tonight, so that he's chosen this season anyway. Apex Whiteout in P7 at the moment. He is in the Lexus. Love the livery, based on Apex Racing, of course, because he's in Apex Racing team. We've also got Red Matt. He's obviously the coordinator of GT Sport or ILRGT. He hosts the lobbies, and he is in the, I don't think you can say here, it's the Hyundai. I think it's the Hyundai. That's how you say it. And we've got Headers today as well racing. He's also in the BMW. I'm trying to see who else I missed out. We've done Will. We've got Sawyer got no ID in P13. He is in the Jaguar. We've got Francis also in the oh, what have I done? What have I done? I've almost got rid of the oh, what has happened? What has happened? Don't worry, I'll get it back. There we go. So Sawyer's got IDs in the Merc. No, in the Jaguar, sorry. So is Francis. I need to try and find where Francis is on the circuit. Francis is in PA at the moment. So for those of you that don't know, we are trialling out something which hopefully we're going to introduce at the first race. GT Sport recently, I think it was a few weeks before the end of the last ILRGT season, they introduced qualifying. They brought qualifying into this game. So basically what the drivers had done is the drivers had done 5-minute practice so people could get into the lobby. And then once they've done that, then qualifying begun. And basically no one else could join that. But well, if they did join later, then that will be good. Now, I can see the new qualifying times. I don't think I can see the laps in general. But Casper set the fast lap as well with the 1:47.1. Now, for those of you that don't know, we did race the GT3s in Monza in Season 2. And it was actually Michael Davis that set the pole time last time about with a 1:46.462. It'll be interesting to see if anyone will match that. Jamie was not that far behind in qualifying. Michael's race did not go too well. Last time we were hit with the GT3s, I think he kind of bottled it. So, yeah, but he's not here, obviously. He doesn't race in these leagues anymore. And Jamie is in P6 at the moment, so he's probably sandbagging at the moment, as he usually does. And, yeah, we are going to see and find out now. A few people sent some banker laps in, just to get a little bit of a feel. Now, the tyres that they'll be racing this season will be the mediums, and we're not entirely sure about the colour. The softs, which is the orange, and then we've got the super softs, which is the purple in the graphics. So, those are the tyres. I think mediums are yellow. I am still trying to get used to it, but, yeah. So, I did promise that I would find out what the tyres and what the strategy would be tonight, and I will. Now, I need to see who I could follow on a lap, actually. I just need to try and find someone, and don't forget, I will be reading the chat as much as possible tonight, so if you guys want to get involved, please let me know, and I will do my best to answer any of your questions or get chatting with you guys whilst the action is going on. I've been looking forward to this for weeks, to be honest, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Now, Casper's in the pits, so I might go in on a lap in a minute. Now, I don't know how long pit stops are in GT3, so it gives us a time to experiment. Now, I'm going to try something else as well. I am going to try the replay marker. I have never tried it, but I was going to try it last season, but I just never had the time. But since the pre-season race, this is not just for the drivers and the host to experiment on the lobby. It's a chance for me to experiment, get a few things right for the stream, so it is all set up for a few weeks' time. Now, I will actually go through the calendar of what the drivers could expect for it'll be 10 weeks of action. Now, there is one Wednesday where I can't make it because I've got a show, but all other Wednesdays I am completely free and I should be able to take part. So, let me just get the calendar for you. Hopefully someone is on a lap. There we go, I can find someone on a lap. Are they really? I can't really. There we go. Sorted. So here comes Fred Panda then into turn 1, the first variante. Goes to the right-hand side there very, very quickly there. You nearly need to go on the power, it really is, because this is a real power circuit. You can go really fast in these GT cars. One of the faster laps on the calendar, to be fair. And now you're going to go to the right-hand side a little bit. You're just going to brake just here. Just halfway between 100 and 150. Kissing the curb a bit more here. As he goes past into the first Lesmo. And 6 and 7. And then going into the second Lesmo of turn 7. So there's 2 Lesmos, obviously. And then we're going to the Curva de Selegio. I think that's how you say it. Apologies if I get the name of these corners wrong. And we're about to approach Ascari. Now, watch out for Ascari, guys. Now, I've commentated Monza on a variety of different games, not just GT Sport, but also the F1 games and also Project Cars as well. And we've seen drivers bottle it everywhere and everywhere. But we'll see anyway. So as he's going to go past the paddock, looking out. You're going to brake just a bit late. You don't need to brake too much because to get around this corner, but don't slide around too much because otherwise you're not really going to get the power in. As he gets to come across the line now to set a lap. Is he going to improve? Yes, he does. It's pole. A 1:46.9. So that is pretty good from Fred Panda. I chosen the right person to go on a lap there, so I followed a potential pole sitter. But we still got 3 minutes, so it is anyone's game. Now, one advantage is the clock will run out, so the host won't have to start the finals. It will get started automatically. So no one's quite beat the time of Michael Davis from Season 2, but Fred Panda could do it. But we haven't seen what the rest of the guys are like. Maybe they're just saving all their guts, really, to the last minute. Which, to be honest, if I was racing, that's what I would do. I would save all my guns for the last minute. It does depend on if I can actually get a good lap in, to be honest. If I don't, then I don't bother. So, I do notice that Fred Panda's got a bit of WTF1 in his car. But there we go. Francis has done well last season in the Super Formula. He's currently sitting P3 at the moment. He's been doing quite a lot at GT Sport recently, and haven't seen him much on other games recently, but glad he's still doing GT Sport. And look at that, he's put himself in P2. So, an incredible lap time from him. And Casper is still going around. Guys haven't got long now. It's one of those tracks where they're going to get the toe. So, Will is very, very cheekily going to get the toe from Pete. I am not sure if Pete's going to like that. So, I don't know. But we've seen it obviously in F1 where people went there in the last minute. And that didn't work out. And nobody actually set a lap time for the final lap except Carlos Sainz, I think. And possibly Leclerc. I don't know. But anyway, there's a few people going to the pit. I think Fred Panda's not going to improve. I don't think he's going to get out in time to set a final lap. I'm not sure how it works. I wonder if it's like other games where the clock timer runs out. If they haven't crossed the checker flag yet, they can still keep going. I think that's what you could do. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know there's a few people that do play GT Sport a lot more than me, and well, the qualifying more than me, and knows all about this. So this is really, as people are going a bit slowly at the moment. Casper is just going past turn 1 now. I don't think he's improved. Will is up to 4th. Jamie 5th. That is unlike Jamie to be BP5 at the moment, but some of these guys haven't been in his GT3 cars in this game for a long time. But to be honest, I think a lot of these guys love it. Even though the Super Formula cars, the sound was lovely, I prefer the sound of these cars, to be honest. But there we go. So we got quite a few mix of nationalities. So I do remember towards the end of last season, I think we've had in Super Formula, I think the main cars that we saw was not the main cars. Sorry, my bad. The main nationalities we saw was British. So I think we have a Finnish driver. We have Casper, who was I think in Tier 2 last season. MK Bourne was in Tier 2 last season as well. And I think the rest are Brits. I think. Let me just check. Yeah, the rest are Brits. So, and Jamie just said 1:47.2. That puts him in P4. I think he just about has enough time, I think, to set it up. To be honest, I can't really tell. If they cross the line in time. Now, finish. So, Fred Panda across the line. He improves by 70,000. No, he doesn't set another lap time. Red Matt improves to P5. Now, one advantage about this new qualifying mode, you can see if they actually improved or not, which I do love. Now, and also just to let you know that the race is about 40 minutes, so the laps will be, I think it's about 25 laps, I think, because that's what it was last time in GT3. I did my research. MK Bourne, I think he's still going out on the lap as well. He's pretty fast at the moment. And I think we need to watch out turn 1 because some people may go a bit too aggressive, which I Hope they don't. It is a pre-season race after all, but there is no points scored in this pre-season race. So it's just for them to get a feel of the car, and they may have time to choose a different car if they don't like this car, but I don't know. I don't know what the rules of that situation is. Oh, Will! 1:46.5. Now, can anyone improve on that? Jamie is going really fast. Can we see Jamie turn up the Mercedes power engine and do it, even though he's currently not in the Mercedes right now, but there we go. So, yeah, so he comes across the line now. Oh, I was not expecting that. I pressed the wrong button, but there we go. But anyway, Jamie's P2, so we improved quite a bit. So we're now going straight to the finals then, and we'll go through the grid. So hopefully the drivers will let me go through the grid this time. So here we go. So we've got Will on pole with Jamie second, and Fred Panda third, Francis fourth, Casper fifth, Hussein sixth, Red Matt seventh, MK Born eighth, Apex ninth, Pete 10th, and I didn't see what was going on there. So I think it is the 5 red lights about to come on your screen right now. I don't think there's no formation lap, but we're going to find out very soon. We've got 40 minutes on the clock, and we are about to start right now. And it is lights out, and away we go. A little bit of a squirmy start from Will. Fred Pan as well on the back. You're probably going to get slipstream if you're on the right-hand side as well. Oh, going into turn 1 quite convincingly here. Oh, really wanted to try and get the lead from Will. Let's see if they can keep it clean. No contact from the top 4 at the moment. Let's see what's going on in the back. Oh no, MK Bourne is forced to take the escape route. I wonder what's causing there, but I think everyone else has got away fine. I think MK Bourne is right at the back, and he's got a 2-second penalty. And I'm sorry, got no ideas. Got a penalty as well, but yeah. Wow, what a start from Will. Will's pulling away. Francis in P2. Jamie drops it from where he was in P2. And he's really going to try and catch up to Fred Panda as well. So I'm just going to try and go on board. There we go. I almost went. Now I need to move this cursor out the way because it's going to block your view. And you don't really want that, as Fred Panda losing a bit of grip there, going past the second Lesmo. And now going into the curve. So they're not going to have advantage of DRS. Don't forget they will have to pit once. So I think the one advantage is they can pit as early or as late as they want. And some of them will probably pit late as long as they pit towards the end. It doesn't really matter as much, really. And Red Matt is doing all right in 6th. Casper's dropped a bit in 7th. But we have got, I think we've got potentially got a battle between Pete and Apex Whiteout. Now Apex Whiteout is going to see if he can get the right-hand sides. No, Pete closes the door. Casper is trying to do the same on Redma. Oh, there was almost a bit of a touch from both of them. They kept it steady. But Apex Whiteout, what a controlled move from him. Here he goes. And Apex Whiteout is now up into 8th place. Can Pete challenge him again? Oh, wait a minute. I need to go on board with Pete. There we go. As we've got a lot of changing positions here. Apex closes the door, but it's going to be absolutely tight. He gets to the outside. Now Pete's going to try to the inside. Apex almost going off the circuit there, but Pete making it work. Now I've seen quite a few penalties already. One from Waze and one from, I think, Casper as well. Let's just see the battle for the front as well. So we have got Fred Panda. I think I said that right. Oh, they're really going side by side. It's going to be 3 wide going into the Lesmo. Let's see how they can make of here. Now this is going to be very, very, very tight to get right. So this is what they're going to do here. Will was dropped position. What's happened for Will? Will was lost it a little bit there. So Will is now down to 4th. Fred Panda's 3rd. And Jamie's 2nd. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. They're very close going for a Scary. Now let's see what's happened. Now let's get a replay. So I didn't see where Will lost it. And we're going to see Jamie going past him. Yeah, Will was slowing down a little bit there. Maybe letting people through. Maybe he got a bit of an advantage. I don't know. But yeah, France is already pulling away due to that. So, yeah, I was not expecting that at all. Not expecting that at all. So, yeah. Now, and I think that's it. So how do I get back to non-replay? There we go. It's going to take a while to get used to, but again, it is a pre-season race. So, yeah, so I will be learning as I go along with this replay system. But we got it working, which is good. So, at the end of lap 2, Francis leads with Jamie second, Fred Panda 7th. Will has dropped it down to 4th from pole. And Hazain, and again, apologies if I get the names wrong. He is chasing down on Will's tail at the moment. Red Matt is not giving up on Casper, even though Casper's got more of a penalty. Now I need to actually turn this up a little bit there. There we go, that's better. And just also let me know if the sound is working for you guys as well. And not much change there as Fred Panda still in 3rd. And it could be Jamie's chance to shine. Jamie has won all 6 championships. Can he make it 5 championships? I mean, not 6. Can he make it a 6th this season? It's a little bit of a warm-up for him. He's getting a really good run towards the Parabolica. Let's go on board with him in his bumper. As I think France is just getting the good straight line speed at the moment. France is going to stay to the outside. And Jamie's going to try on the inside. Nope, he stays put at the moment. He may get a better run, I think, going into turn 1. I think that's what he's going to try and do anyway. So, let's just see what happens. And Francis shuts the door. Let's see what other battles we've got. We've got Waze on. Red Matt lost it, so Waze did a very good job there to get past him. What has happened to Matt? Unfortunately, I didn't get a replay there. He's slowing down MK Bourne and Pete. And apparently people are suffering lag. But again, it is a pre-season race, so it is a chance to fix a few things. But Casper is all the way down in... Wait. Casper's all the way down in 12th. I did not see what happened there, but they must have... Surely these guys must have touched in a way, but to be honest, I don't have a clue. So, I'll keep an eye on that as the race progresses. As now Jamie's in the lead. Jamie has got past Francis G quite convincingly, actually. Again, I didn't really see the battle. It is, to be honest, it is really hard to try and keep an eye on battles on my own, because I will be on my own for pretty much the whole season, but obviously we will try and do the best we can. Now I'm making sure I have a drink of water, so my throat is really playing up tonight at the moment. I am not sure why, but meanwhile, Will got a penalty there, so don't know what happened there, but Will's gonna get some good slipstream at the moment. So let's see, going on board with Will. Actually, no, look at Jamie and Francis. Then is Francis gonna have a look? Maybe. Nope, not quite. Let's jump back to the rest of the field then, as we have got Waze and Apex Whiteout. So Apex Whiteout's trying to go around the outside then, going to go side by side. He's really gonna get the better run here. And is he gonna try and go up the hill, possibly go through turn 4? Stays to the right hand side to keep it steady, really. And he's gonna try. Ooh, this is very, very tight from both of them. They almost touch as well. But Apex Whiteout is up into P6. Let's just jump on board with this battle then. Let's look at the replay. So this time, let's go on board with Waze as he starts his move. So you can see he's already going to the right hand side a little bit there, as he Apex tries and gets past. And we can already see what's going on there. So he does get past him. But we also got Apex White out. We can see the bumper. He's going to try and have another look. Now, one advantage of having the replays is you can actually get a bit more closer view in a way as well. So you can see that Apex tries to go to the right-hand side, goes straight to the inside, Wade's to the outside. So I think that's what made it work for him. Maybe Wade's made a little bit of a mistake, but not entirely sure for that one. But yeah, that's how Apex Whiteout made the move. So that was pretty good. Now, how do I get back? There we go. So more battles starting to come up. Left, right and centre. Hussein now up into third. So Fred Panda was struggling as well. Again, I couldn't really see what's going on with the replay to see what happened. So I don't know. I really don't know. But Hussein is having a very good start. He had a very poor qualifying, to be fair. Well, he started 5th and he's now up into 3rd place. But I'm sure Fred Panda is going to fight every bit of his being. Now, there will be a few people at some point that will be deciding to go into the pits. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Obviously, they can pit as many times as they want. And so we shall see anyway. So Francis is going to get a very good run on Jamie. So we're going to see if he can try and challenge for the move. It's nice to see that Francis is really matching on Jamie's pace at the moment in his cars. So surely, because obviously Jamie is in a Subaru. I can't say that wrong. And Francis is in the Merc. So they're in different cars. And maybe the Merc for Francis is really suiting him. So that's what's helping him quite a lot here. So let's see if we can try and challenge Jamie for the lead. And Jamie's already set a really good fastest lap already in the race, matching qualifying pretty much. Jamie closes the door to the inside then, as Francis tries to go to the outside. So Jamie knew where Francis was going there. And he decided not to. So, and I think it's, to be honest, it's very crucial to know where your drivers are going because it's going to help you a bit. Now, MK Bourne is around about 1.4 seconds behind Wade. Red Matt has dropped it down to 9th, and we've got Casper and Soy got no ID for the move here, and we've got Pete that went into the pits. Henna is down in 12th, Casper in 10th, so we shall see. And let me just see that move actually that they've made. So hold on a minute. So if I do this a second. So as we got Sawyer got an ID and Casper around the outside. So what about Casper then? So Casper does all he can. I think Red Matt tries to defend his position. So there is Red Matt in the team ILRGT, and to be honest, he must be feeling under pressure after losing so many positions. But again, it is the pre-season race, so anything can happen. So let's get back to the action then, as Francis is going to be the first person to go into the pits then. So I do believe he's going on to the Supers. Now, the Supers are the softest tyres available. Some people may opt for the two-stop strategy. They may decide that that might work out for them. As Francis could try and go side-by-side with Apex Whiteout. Don't forget, Apex Whiteout will still need to pit. Maybe Apex, if his tyres are any good, he might go out for a bit longer. That's one advantage about this game. You can nurse your tyres for as long as you want, really. And that's what they're going to try and do. So, both Francis and Apex side by side again. I don't think Apex... It looked like Apex was trying to fight quite a bit there, but you really don't want to fight for position if you're on a different tyre strategy, because otherwise, I've said that in many races before, you're just going to get holed up. And to be honest, you don't really want that. So Apex doing the right thing there. So now France is in the pits. That puts Hussein in P2. But Fred Panda, just look at this. Fred Panda is not giving up. He's hungry for it. He's lied to Hussein now, or hasn't. No, you're not in that position. You're not going to have it that easy. So he's going to try and gain as much position as possible. And both of them having a stellar race. Obviously, Fred Panda was on par for quite a bit of the qualifying and then he dropped it down a bit. But I think he's back in his usual qualifying position. I'm not entirely sure, but there we go. So Fred Panda could try again as he goes past turn 1. Not much incidents in turn 1, which, to be honest, I am so relieved about, as Fred Panda goes to the outside and he takes it with his bare hands. He does that controlled. And there we go. Fred Panda takes P2. But can Hussein challenge back? MK Bourne is in the pits. He's going to go onto the soft tyres then. And I'm sure that the softs and the mediums will go to the end. I haven't done a race in GT Sport around Monza. To be honest, I never will, because I find the GT cars, I find it fun to drive, but to be honest, it's very, very difficult. So to be honest, these guys are coping very well. So they're doing brilliantly. So, and we haven't catched out what's going on in the back as well. We've got Casper, who's down in last after troubled, what could have been for him. Now, I do believe he's pitted already. I believe Henners is into the pits already. It'll be interesting to see who's going to go for the undercut. And who's going to try for the overcut. Now, obviously, Fred Panda and Francis must be running a similar livery. Well, actually, no, they're running a similar car. I don't think they're running similar livery, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. So there we go, Fred Panda into the pits. So basically, all the top 3 are in the pit lane right now. So there they go. There they go. So let's follow Apex right out as he goes into the pits as well. Can Francis go the undercut? It's going to be close. Jamie P2. Francis gets the undercut done. Amazing stuff there. And to be honest, he's ahead of Jamie by quite a while. Wow. So Francis G is ahead by 6 seconds. Impressive. Meanwhile, Hussein's really under pressure now from Will, as Will is right on his backside. Don't forget, the ones who have pitted earlier than these guys obviously had more chance to warm up their tyres a little bit more. But the ones on newer tyres mainly get a bit more pace in the later laps coming up soon as well. So I think, to be honest, there's 2 things to watch out for. We'll closely keep an eye on that. Don't forget, throughout the stream, I will be keeping an eye in the chat about what's going on, because I would like you to get involved as much as possible, as I said. And just a cheeky plug, Inside Line Racing today. No, let me just check. Let me just go onto the channel just to make sure it's real. I'll be the first one to commentate when it's actually happened, but so I'm going to say it first. No one is going to get the glory of announcing it first. I am. So anyway, Inside Line Racing today has received 1.5k subscribers. Woo! So 1,500, we got the mark. So massive thank you to all supporters, all drivers, fans, commentators, admins, coordinators for all your support in ILR. without you guys, there'll be no ILR. And there'll be no streams to race. So, thank you guys so much. And I think I'm so glad that we reached that mark. And if you haven't already subbed to the channel, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're new, so you know when ILR is streaming next. Oh, Hennes is out. So, surely Hennes must have retired. I'm not doing very well in seeing retirements today. And I feel quite bad for that, but there we go. But oh well. And where was that, I wonder? So I think, to be honest, I got no idea, and Casper are pretty much running their own race at the moment, and I think so as Red Matt. The gap between him and Pete is 5.4. Then it is 5 between him and Waze. And Waze 7. Actually no, 8 seconds between him and MK Bourne. 3 seconds. I think the only battles mainly are happening are at the front. It is starting to get a bit quiet, but I think that is what you expect in GT Sport. It does start to get quiet as people start to find their room a little bit. And so we got no ID has left the room as well, so he must have retired too. I really do wish we can see how they retired. Knowing them, they probably left, but I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I might be wrong, but yeah. So we basically I think we'll get to 25 laps. I think that's the case. I think one disadvantage of it being counting down instead of lap time is you're not able to see how many laps, which is a shame, but oh well, it happens. And I think whilst we're having a little bit of I was going to go through the calendar, but there was just so much action happening earlier on that I literally didn't have much time. So I'm going to go through the calendar now, if that's alright with you guys. So we've got 10 rounds. So the first proper round will be on the 20th of November. And it will be at Dragon Trail. So that was the opening round of the Super Formula season last season, for season 5. So it is a familiar circuit for all of us, especially me. And then on the 27th, we're either going to be going to Spa if the DLC is released on time. Now, Spa is going to be released tomorrow in a GT Sport update, so I think it will be Spa. If not, it will be Yotodrome Lago Maggiore GP, which I'm not, to be honest, I'm not quite sure what that is at the moment. Now, Fred is really got Will chasing down his neck at the moment. I think Fred Panda must be really worried. But anyway, so now after the 27th, we'll be at the 4th. Now, I won't be here for that race, but hopefully we will get a commentator to fill in for that. But on the 4th, it will be Circuit Barcelona Catalunya, the Grand Prix layout, which is a track which I'm familiar with. And the 11th, it is going to be a long one. It will be the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Now, it's 8-minute laps in the GT3s, I think. 8 minutes or 9 minutes. Because I have commentated Nordschleife on the GT3s before, but it was on Project Cars 2, and the game kind of bugged out. But hopefully it won't do that again. And I think Will has dropped off a little bit. I think he has, yeah. So now MK Bourne is going to put some pressure on. So no, Nordschleife is on the 11th of December, and it's a twilight, so it will be the night time. I am very, very looking forward to that race at the moment. And on the 18th, it will be Circuit de Saint-Croix, which I do believe is in France, and it's the B layout. And it'll be Christmas break. We're going to get 5 more rounds after that. So on the 8th of January 2020, it's a day after my birthday, just to point that out. It'll be the Circuit de South, which will be in the night time as well. Wednesday the 15th of January will be the Red Bull Ring in Austria. It's nice to see Austria being used again, but that it'll be rain. The first time that there will be rain in ILRGT, because rain again was only introduced quite recently, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It's a very new thing. I'm quite surprised they haven't tried out rain, obviously in this pre-season race, but maybe they might try that later. Now Will is going into the pits then. He's going on the super soft till the end. Now he's going to be on much softer rubber and fresher rubber as well, which is really going to help him gain positions. And after Red Bull Ring on the 22nd of January, we've got Sardinia, which I'm not sure where that is, but that's Road Track 8. 29th of January will be Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit. And the 5th of February, which will be the last race, will be Brazil. And I like Brazil as a finale, really. It definitely brings a lot of close battles, Brazil, so looking forward to it. So, back with the action. Hussein has gained not just a little bit of time, but a huge amount of time on Jamie. So is Fred Panda as well. So it is not over for the podium sport at the moment. This could get very spicy very quickly. And guys, I hope you're going to stay for the rest of this Grand Prix, because it's going to be close between the top three. There's a little bit of weaving going on there from Hussein there. I think it's one of those tracks also where these guys do try to break the slipstream a lot, which to be honest, I am not really that surprised about. If I was in this track, I would do that. In a few weeks' time will be the ILR F1 race around here, which I'm gutted I probably might be missing. It depends what time I get back, but I probably will be tired to race. So, I don't know. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to attend that. But I'm finding out tomorrow what time I'm leaving on the Thursday. So, it depends if I get back in time. I pray to God. But we'll see anyway. We'll see. I can't promise anything, so, you know. But that's why I like Monza, because it's fast. And you can go almost full throttle in some places, to be honest. Do we have any battles going on at the end? Oh, that was a save. That was a drift and a half from Pete. That was just incredible from Pete. Hold on. Let me just replay that. Let me just replay that. Here we go. Right. Hold on. Let me just go on chase cam. Wow, just look at that drift. That was insane. I'm surprised he didn't hit the wall of Parabolica there. Oh my word. That was close, Pete. I caught it on cam in the replay, and to be honest, I am happy about that. I'm very happy about that. As he comes out of the pits now in 10th place. And like I said, not all these guys are going to be full-time racing drivers. A few people are reserved. And I do believe Francis is going for his final stop. So there we go. So I do believe Francis has made 2 stops. So, and I'm just wondering if Jamie and Hussein is going to make 2 stops, because I wonder, because they have to respond to that, because otherwise they're going to be like, hang on, Francis is going to be on fresher rubber, he's going to be catching up quite quickly, I'm going to lose so much time, I might even lose the lead here. So, I don't know, it is a close battle. I don't know. It is going to be a really tight field, and Hussein almost did a Pete slide there as well. But again, I am not going to clip that because, I don't want to do that. So, not going to bother with that. But he's been doing well to keep his podium positions alive at the moment. It's quite sunny there. And it also must be quite hot as well. But it is really, really cold where I am at the moment. So, luckily, seeing these cars out on track is keeping me warm a little bit. So let's just run through the order quickly. We've got 11 minutes to go, roughly. So we've got Jamie who's leading. What a surprise. But Francis obviously has pitted, the rest hasn't. And it will be interesting to see if Jamie's going to pit then. So we're going to follow Jamie, actually, see if he does. Maybe that will cue the others to respond. No, Jamie stays out. Zane, is he going to the pits? Yes, he is. Ooh, Fred Panda almost did a dummy there. He almost decided that he was going to pit as well. Wow. So, Francis G. I think Francis G is going to be ahead of Zane. I'm almost certain. And we've got a few people being lapped already. It just goes to show how far some of these cars can really go up here. So I think he's ahead of Zane. And Will's ahead of him as well. But I don't think Will's pitted again. But anyway, Zane lost 2 positions there. He really doesn't want to get held up in traffic. Because otherwise that's gonna cost so much time. It's going to be unbelievable. So, hopefully he won't get caught up. Surely he won't anyway. Surely he will be absolutely fine and jobs are good him. But, I wonder, I think Jamie has got a bit of a cushion anyway. So, surely he's going to get the overcut on the final stop anyway. Or he might choose to stay out. It does depend on how he can nurture his tyres. But he almost slid a little bit there towards Ascari, so that might have cost him a little bit more time. So maybe he might have to go into the pits, but it might be a gamble for him. But knowing him, if he's that fast, I think he may try to go out to stay out for a few more laps, which is what he's going to do. But he's probably going to prove me wrong, and he's probably going to go into the pits right now. Yep, he's going to go into the pits. Typical. He's proved me wrong yet again. The question is, oh, Fred Panda's staying out? Yes, he is. So, I think basically what Fred Panda is doing the opposite to what Jamie's doing. So if Jamie's staying out, if Jamie's in the pits, Fred Panda is staying out. And if it was vice versa, if Jamie, if Jamie didn't go into the pits yet, he probably would have pitted that. But I'm not sure. Fred Panda's got a 1.7 second penalty, which is not going to help him at all, to be honest. And one of the things I like about GT Sport is in GT Sport you can slow down to get rid of the penalty, whereas in other games like F1 you don't. Oh no, Casper's out. Casper's out the race. What a shame from Casper. What could have been. So I think we are down. I think we're down to 10 runners, I think. What's happened to my keyboard? My keyboard's unplugged. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Right, I think we're back to normal. I think. We're all good. We're all good. That's good because we've got a battle on our hands. We've got Jamie versus Francis. Jamie has pitted. Francis hasn't. Jamie's got ahead of Fred Panda in the pit stops. So the overcut for Jamie has worked there. And he... Actually, no, Fred Panda's got ahead still ahead, obviously. My bad. I'm getting my words twisted here, but look at this. It's going to be very, very close indeed. We can see that he's going to try and get past then. Francis to the outside. Can he make it work? What a move from Francis McGee. Jamie is going to have a go again then. He's going to have a go again. He's going to try and make the lunge then. In and towards turn 3 and 4. This is good rivals battling for the best here. I know it's a pre-season race, but They want some glory at the end of the day, and they want some confidence. But Francis McGee, well done, my friend. Well done. Jamie's going to have another go again, but we're going to watch Francis. We're going to go right on board with Francis as he goes towards the start-finish straight then. So here he comes. He goes to the right-hand side. You can see a little bit of more clearer air then as he goes through turn 1. He almost braked at the wrong time, but because he saved that perfectly, he was able to go ahead of Jamie, which was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, if I go on board with Jamie, Jamie's already trying to get another look at him, but it's just not working for him. It's just not working. Francis was just closing the door. And Francis was like, nope, see you later. Jamie would have potentially have another look as well. And is Jamie ahead of him? Jamie is ahead. So, unfortunately, we cut the... I think we should have waited until Jamie had another look. But I think after that replay, I think Jamie probably had another look. I do apologise. But again, it is a pre-season race. Mistakes happen. I'm still learning how to control these replay cameras. And to be honest, for those of you that don't know, I'm using a keyboard to control this because I find it so much easier. So Francis is going to still want to try and fight then, a similar pace to what Jamie did earlier. Now Francis have already gone faster than the pole time, and it's already gone faster than what Michael Davis set in season 2. That is amazing. That is incredible. So well done. Well played to Francis. And I wonder if a lot of people will be going in the Merc after seeing how Francis does, or again, I'm not entirely sure if they'll be changing their cars, but I don't think Francis will be changing cars anytime soon, I must say. They've got a few minutes to see what they can do. They haven't got that long to prove themselves. And a few people are saying that they haven't played the game for a while. Some people have installed the game again only recently. So for some of them, it's taking a while to get used to. And I think we'll find out as well at some point who needs more practice and who is doing just right. But meanwhile, Hussein, he's going to do all he can to try and get past Fred Panda then. Here he goes. As he almost tried to have another look. Oh! Fred Panda almost made a mistake there. That might have cost him a little bit there. I think that did. There we go. Hussein now up into P3. Now let's go on board. Let's see where the mistake was from Fred Panda. So here goes Hussein onto the left-hand side. We're going to go on board with Fred Panda to see where he's made that mistake. Yeah, he broke a little bit too late there, which I think probably didn't help him. So that is Hussein ahead. Quite convincingly, actually. So there we go. So that was how Hussein gained that position there. So on lap 21, I'm almost close to the 25 lap mark, but not quite. So I was wrong. But anyway, 2 minutes remaining. So I think a few more laps then, also I think it'll be lap 22, lap 23. So it's basically their last chance to give it their all. The lead can still change. Francis really needs to potentially give it 4 beans if he wants to get the lead back, because otherwise Jamie is going to potentially go to winning race again, which we have seen all too often in ILR, which is not a huge surprise. Them keeping as much as control as they can. And I think that those words did not make any sense at all. But to be honest, I don't care. So, were some of you guys, were you rooting for Jamie? I was quite shocked about his qualifying, but I knew he was going to pull it out of the bag at the end to either get pole or P2, so it was good. Francis, I am a bit worried about Francis. He's pushing now, but it may be too little too late for him as he goes past Ascari now. So, but I'm sure, to be honest, I'm sure Francis will still be happy with that, with the result that he has pushed. He'll be, they'll both be on the final lap approaching now, so they got one final lap to do it. But, I mean, because they got one extra lap, they got one extra leeway. So yeah, they have got one extra leeway. It will say final lap soon. And does it say final lap? Yeah, it is the final lap. Hussein crossed the line in third. Fred Panda comes across the line in fourth. Now, I thought it's usually the one... I thought it's usually the one who wins gets across the line first, but I don't know. But anyway, Hussein gets the final podium spot. Fred Panda fourth, Will fifth. Apex is going to come across the line. That's a very weird way to finish, but there we go. But that is, again, I think something to experiment as we go on with these timings. They may go back to laps, I don't know, but we'll see anyway. Apex comes across the line in sixth. We've got MK Bourne. Let's just see how this battle is brewing between Francis and Jamie. Now, Francis has got a penalty which may have hindered him a bit. And we got Racy in the chat. Hi, Racy. The race is about to finish. So, the race is about to finish. You may have joined a little bit too late, but do not worry. You can watch the stream back afterwards, so you're not going to miss out on that much. So, do not worry. Do not worry, Racy. You'll get to watch it back after the stream is finished. But the main action happened towards the beginning of the race. But this man here, Jamie, has kept it under control from start to finish. Here he goes. Jamie is going to come across the line now. And he is going to take the win here in Monza. He started where he finished last season. Francis takes P2. Hussein P3. Everyone else a lap down. That's probably why. So, it just goes to show Jamie and Francis were really fast compared to everybody else. So, and the music was quite loud there. But anyway, well done to Jamie. Dominant as ever. I mean, crazy. Absolutely crazy. But, so, I'm looking forward to a few weeks' time now. And Red Matt just said he got killed. Oh, bless you. I think, to be honest, I don't know what happened. It looked like Matt was lagging my end, but I'm not sure. Because he has good pace. Oh, bless you. Bless you. But anyway, that was a pre-season race. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will be back on the 20th, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me just have a quick check. Yes, I was right. 20th of November at Dragon Trail for the first round of Season 6 for the GT3 for Season 6. I've been Just Games 95. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. We will see you soon. And we'll let you know as well who is in the lineup. I'll give you a close-up on the drivers as well. So, thank you for watching, and good night. Have a good evening.